About 2 years ago, the board of directors was having a meeting, and we were talking about the needs of the community, and that there's such great need for housing for disabled and just additional affordable housing in the community. And we were talking about the fact that government funds aren't available the way they used to be available. And Charlie Rush, our executive director, had some concepts in mind, and the board challenged him to bring those concepts forward and develop them and come up with an affordable way that Lebanon County people could help other Lebanon County people get into nice quality housing at affordable costs. And that's what really started this whole conversation.
Maple Street is a property that is a proof of concept. It was designed to be able to use private funding to affordably develop the property so that the resident had an affordable housing payment that fit their budget. While this original proof of concept property is for people with ambulatory disabilities, it is the conceptual forerunner for our next project, Canal Affordable Housing, which will supply a mixture of 1 and 2 bedroom apartments of larger square footages that are for all age groups.
Well, when Charlie contacted me and we had many conversations about the idea of doing a small home or small homes that would be accessible. And so we talked about that and we brainstormed and we came up with a design that has been built as a proof of concept that really embodies everything that the accessibility issues, we addressed all those in terms of the kitchen, in terms of the laundry, and in terms of the bathroom, turning radii everywhere for wheelchairs. We have a roll-in shower, front-ended loading washer and dryer, and the kitchen is all accessible in terms of its height and wheelchair accessibility as well.
We have 18 stakeholders that initiated community homes over 50 years ago, and today they come to an annual meeting, they elect a board of directors, and certain ones of those are more active than others, and we've had a great partner in Calvary Chapel stepping forward and promoting this project to its parishioners, and they've really stepped up and have given us some commitments at this point. Really, they've jump-started our campaign.
Our congregation, we have a number of recovery houses where people, like a women's shelter, and when they get out of the shelter, it's a 6-month program, a year program for most of the ladies. And when they get out of the program, to have a place where they could live, where there would maybe be some ongoing programming that would be a part of that, as a stage to being put back out in the community, kind of at large.
This project is so important to us because many of our residents come into the program with nothing, and when they graduate a year after coming in, they're really starting from the bottom, rebuilding their lives, establishing housing, establishing their place in the community. So to have access to this type of project to help them to restart is really, really valuable for us.
Well, I'm currently a resident at the Women's Shelter on Willow, and in the past I was a single mom for a long time, so I can understand how hard it would be to find housing that's in a safe environment. So this is a great opportunity for me, if possible, in the future.
So what I really love about this project is that Community Homes has seen a need and seen into the future and decided that instead of sitting back and waiting for others to take that chance or take that risk, Community Homes stepped in, involved everybody else that they needed throughout the county, and has made it happen with this proof of concept.
The city is extremely pleased with the proof of concept that definitely was proven today to be something that is not only to be admired but commended for their efforts. I know it took quite some period of time in making this come to reality, but we again are extremely pleased. The interior is beautiful, and it meets all the needs of someone that is one of our vulnerable populations, someone who is a senior or a disability.
Housing is one of our most basic needs, so the fact that this could meet those needs and meet it in such a, I just toured the facility, it's just amazing. It's a beautiful home. The fact that that need is met in such a beautiful setting is even better.
This is probably, I think, one of the more significant issues that we can be doing. People with disabilities have been a passion of mine. Prior to getting into the legislature, I walked across the United States for children with disabilities. And I just encourage people to put yourself in another person's shoes, particularly someone with ambulatory disabilities, how difficult it is to navigate the various hurdles that we take for granted if you don't have an ambulatory problem. So what we're going to be able to do with this proof of concept, I think, is show that we can do it, we can make a big difference in people's lives so that people can lead a normal life in the comfort of their own home. I'm very proud of Community Homes for the great work that they've done. Proud to partner with them, and we're more than honored to do whatever we possibly can to help in any conceivable way to get the funding necessary to have this proof of concept replicated throughout Lebanon County.
We do have a need over the next 3 years to raise privately about $750,000 to see our canal affordable housing project move forward. Now that will be done in phases over 3 years, and the first phase of that is a $250,000 tranche that we need to raise over the next 12 months. And we have a very nice start to that. And everybody that sees these units, their eyes brighten and come wide open, and they feel very positive about what it is that Community Homes is trying to do.
So our dream is that this would really be the genesis of more projects like this. Because I believe as people see this unit, as they see the 23 unit project, there's going to be that much of a groundswell of support for that. I really do think other townships will say, hey, we can do this. We can be a part of something like this. So my hope is that this would be the beginning of something much bigger.
It's really important that this is just the first step in this idea and this project, and I think it's really important for the rest of the community to get behind this and to support the efforts to advance it and create more homes for the individuals in our Lebanon County area. I would suggest that if you have the opportunity to donate or fund it in some way, that would be phenomenal. And other than that, look for other ways that you can help advance the project.
As I stand here on the roof of Willow Terrace, I can see the trail of impact Community Homes has made over the last 50+ years. Maple Street and Canal Affordable Housing are simply the next steps in a continuing trail of impact which will provide residents of Lebanon County good quality, affordable housing for many years to come.